Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pine Cove Farm here in Farm Simulator 19 with me, CWATTY, on what is an amazingly brilliant day for me because I've got my new GPU. This is the first time playing Farm Sim with my new graphics card. I'm so excited, folks. So excited. Right, I've got a couple of fields to get seeded, really. So we're going to be using a couple of the big boys. Use the Versatile. Let him handle some of the stuff for me. Torian's still doing the unloading of the compost. He's actually nearly out of fuel, so at some point I'm going to have to go and refuel him because he's been using all his fuel up. He has. But yes, it's a brilliant new day. This Monday, 6th of September, as I record this video. Got woken up bright and early this morning by the postman who's brought me my brand new graphics card, which is a GeForce EVGA NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. It's the FTW3 Ultra Edition, and I'm really happy that I've managed to. It's a huge upgrade from the 1070 that I've been using up till now. Massive upgrade for me. I know it's not a 3000 series card, no, it's not a 3080 or a 3090 or anything like that, but you just can't get hold of them. You can't get hold of them for love nor money. And I've said this before as well, if I was to get one of the new graphics cards, I would have to upgrade my power supply as well in my PC, which is an extra headache and a hassle. So the 2080 Ti was perfect. It was a perfect upgrade for me. And I tell you what, being able to find one brand new from a proper retailer, was unbelievable. And I tell you what, the price was good as well. The price was fantastic. I'm talking £650 for it, which is way less than any of the new graphics cards in price. Way less. Certainly a lot better than some second-hand prices that I've seen when you go on eBay and look at what people are trying to sell second-hand cards for. So I'm very pleased that I managed to find this card. Got it ordered. Did take a little while to, just back and forth emails with the retailer because their listing wasn't very clear on it. Their advertising of it wasn't brilliantly clear because they had like 3 or 4 pictures on the product page on their website, and every picture was of a different graphics card. So I was like, dude, can you just confirm what it is you're actually selling, because your pictures are very misleading. And then I was able to order it, which is brilliant. Yeah, this guy's nearly run out of fuel. He's only got a quarter of a tank left. Right, are we doing canola again? I'm trying to think what it was I was planning on planting. I think I'm going to do sunflowers on field 3. I said we was going to do carrots. Was it carrots on the field that I did the potatoes on previously, and then the field that I did the sugar beets on, I am going to go and do potatoes on there next time. Potatoes, I think, is more. I'm able to handle potatoes a lot more comfortably than I am the sugar beets. The sugar beets, I really do like the idea of that sugar beet mod, that expansion mod that brings in those new things. I just wish it was realised a little bit better, because the big problem with it is the pallets. It outputs, it basically stops working when the pallets get full, the pallet area gets full. And if you produce 4 pallets of sugar, that's it. The factory doesn't work anymore. So it's a bit of a pain having to keep going and moving the pallets. I would have preferred it if it built up the stock inside the machine and then you outputted the stuff when you were actually going to deliver it. Because I could take a trailer down there quite happily and load it up with 20 pallets in one go. You know, that wouldn't be a problem. You know, I could happily load up a machine with 20 pallets. But the fact that I can only get 4 at a time, there doesn't seem to be any internal storage or, like, you know, internal buffer. Just means that for me, it's not as practical to use it. Anyway, these guys are going to carry on doing their seeding. I'm going to let them do what they're doing. I tabbed backwards to a vehicle, so now the game has stopped. There we go. See, he's down here already at the sugar beet factory. So he was transporting probably beet pulp, I'm going to guess, from over here. Yeah, we've got a little bit of beet pulp. That's 83%. That's 82%. So yeah, sugar beets are very slow. Very, very slow. Compared to, say, my potatoes, my steamed potatoes, they've built up very quickly. Have I got this field? I have got this field cultivated and fertilised. Brilliant. Let's have a quick look over here. Our alfalfa is growing. So yeah, everything's kind of ticking along nicely, shall we say. So we're going to have a look at the animals. How's the chickens? They're probably not doing great. They probably need some stuff, actually. I think one of the things I have done, I've got my little conveyor belt in here to sweep up the horsey mess from my horses. Is it horse selling day yet? Right, we need some corn for the chickens. All the horses are fully fed and watered, including the fancy ones. It's not quite selling day. Selling day is very soon. The next batch of horses will be sold fairly soon. Right, so we want some corn. So I best go get me a little trailer. So yeah, the sugar definitely sold nicely when I sold it in the trailer. It's just a bit of a faff and to deal with the limited number of pallets. The fact there's no internal storage buffer is a bit of a issue for me. Let's see, have we got any corn? Have we got any good stuff? Yeah. One of the things I've also done today, having put the new graphics card in the PC, I've also gone into my BIOS and had a bit of a tweak. I've overclocked my RAM, my memory on my PC. I've always had my processor overclocked, but I've never overclocked my RAM before. And I decided to give the RAM a little bit of a overclock, so I'm running at 3800 megahertz on my RAM. I know that's not a lot because it's, you know, I was at 3600 anyway with my memory sticks that I've got, my Corsair RAM. So I've only gone up 2000 megahertz on the RAM, but on 4 DIMMs, that's quite a lot. It's quite a, you know, an extra 2000 megahertz of speed is hopefully going to be noticeable when I'm doing things like my rendering and that. And when I'm outputting these videos and I'm putting them through Vegas, Sony Vegas, I'm hoping they're going to be a little bit quicker. Make a bit of barley. Feed that to the chickens too. So yeah, first time playing Farm Sim 19 with my new fancy graphics card. I'm hoping it's all going to be amazing. I'm hoping the video records okay. I've not actually tested the record. This is my first time testing, so it may be I'll get to the end of this video, hit the stop button, and then when I go back to my desktop I find out that the video's not recorded properly because I haven't changed settings in OBS that I needed to change. You know, something weird like that probably. Yeah, we're doing okay. Got the chickens fed. Like I say, all the horses are fed. They're very slow to keep going. I don't think I've got any. I haven't got any of the seeders. I've only got 2 seeders, so I can't go out and make an assault on another field. Plus my 2 tractors are the biggest tractors anyway, so they're already doing the seeding. Now, I've already got my 2 biggest tractors out here on the fields doing what they're doing. So yeah, going for a nice big sunflower harvest. We've then got the, like I said, we're going to have big canola harvest because obviously we want the canola going to the diesel factory. We do. Produce a nice bit of diesel for us to sell. Should hopefully get plenty off of this field. And then carrots over there. And then, like I say, potatoes potentially on field 9. I may have to get myself another harvester. That's the only thing. We got 1. I need to treat myself to another one. You get a nice orange one, I think. Have the extension. Yeah, I'm going to buy it new. We've got the money. We've got the money. Now where's the header? Under here. Carrots. Yeah, gonna need another one of these for doing the carrots. If we did onions, we'd need to get one for doing onions as well. that's purely because I can't find a way to make the header, these types of headers, harvest multiple crops. If I go into this header, into the XML file, and try to add carrots, potatoes, sugar beets, etc. to the header, it doesn't work. That's what happened. That was the problem in that last step, in that video, when I first tried to harvest the potatoes and it wouldn't harvest the potatoes. That was the reason why. Because the I've got one of those. So yeah, that one does beets and potatoes. I don't know how the author did that, because that's the vanilla one. I think that's because I'm using a mod that does it, that adds the fill types via a script to those headers. If you actually try to edit those headers and add sugar beets and potatoes to them manually by adding the fill types, it doesn't work, and that's kind of what I'm having issue with. I would much prefer just to have one header. I would like to have one header, one of these that does everything: carrots, onions, potatoes, sugar beet, the lot. If anybody knows how to do that, please let me know in the comment section down below, because I don't really want to have separate machines and separate headers, because it's just a faff. There we go. Canola being planted quite happily. So let's see. Yeah, he's still driving around quite steadily. I don't know how much he's still got to actually pick up over here. I need to put the help window on. How much have we got in here still? 233,000 litres. It's going to take him a while, I think, to empty that. It's going to take him a long time to empty that, actually. I did tab then. I tried tabbing. There we go. Don't know why it takes so long on this map to switch vehicles. I know it's something Stevie did change in his Pine Ringwoods map. He meant in one of his updates for the Ringwoods map that's just been released, his new map. One of the first updates, he did a fix for the pause you get when switching vehicles. Maybe this map needs it as well, whatever fix that is. I don't know how you'd do that either. Because I do notice that when switching vehicles on this map, it does take a bit of a time. But yeah, bright orange harvester for doing the carrots. I'm going to be getting some carrots harvested in the future. Going all in on the root crops, aren't I? I'm going all in on root crops, definitely. Turning here. Our lovely alfalfa field. I'll tell you what, the alfalfa's been doing a great job of making us money, because that alfalfa silage is worth a lot. It's worth a lot. Got the truck down here, look. I'm tempted to get some more trucks, especially when we start doing the potatoes and sugar carrots and stuff. It might be worth having some more trucks. Although if I'm going to get more trucks, I'm probably going to go with another distinction, probably. Unless there's something in here that I've not used previously. That would be immense. That's pulled by a tractor. That's got 209,000 litres capacity. Will it handle potatoes? It looks like it handles... Yeah, it does potatoes, it does onions, it does carrots. Right, let's go and grab that from the store, shall we? Massive auger wagon. I'm just going to put part of this trailer somewhere. Today's a bit of a quiet day really on the farm, following all the manic madness that we've had with harvesting and stuff. It's nice to just have a bit of a chill out day, because I could do with it. Like I say, I've had after having the computer apart this morning to put the new graphics card in and get new power cable run, I still need to get a separate 8-pin. I need to get another 8-pin PCI cable, because I would like to have two proper 8-pins feeding my new graphics card, rather than one with the little pigtail splitter thing on it. I'd rather have two absolutely dedicated power supplies feeding my new beast of a graphics card. I'm looking forward to having the 2080 Ti. The games I play, like I say, don't realistically need a 3080 or a 3090 or anything like that. It would have been nice to have had one of those, but it was just going to mean too much changing other components in the PC as well, which would have made it even more expensive. So what I'm going to do now is obviously run this, and then next year, next April, after my birthday next April, I might go online and have a look and see what I can buy a brand new PC for, with the latest processor, latest motherboard, latest graphics cards, you know, all the latest tech, PCIe 6.0, and, you know, 4 megahertz of RAM and stuff. You know, get an absolute beast of a system next year now, when hopefully stocks will be better, when stocks and supplies will hopefully be a bit easier to get hold of. You know, when stuff's going to be more readily available, prices will be better because things are going to be available. I should be able to get a decent new build then next year, and then my current PC can just go into like backup mode. Then it can become a bit of a slave system. I might still keep it for like rendering and stuff. I don't know whether to use it, whether I would keep using it as my capture machine. I know when I tried to do 2 PC setup before with my old PC, using that as my streaming stroke recording PC, didn't really work out very well. It wasn't very easy to switch between the two, especially when you don't have separate monitors. separate keyboards, separate mice. You know, it was a bit of a difficult challenge to work that kind of setup. But man, look at this for a grain cart. We're going to use this for harvesting. Especially on stuff that has big yields, like potatoes, like carrots like the root crop. Basically all the root crops that yield massive and the harvesters fill up really, really quickly. Something like this parked at the side of the field. I just hope the harvesters of pipes are able to empty into it, because that's quite tall. It's quite a big machine, that. Is it going to be too tall to get the pipes under it? We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out when we come to do our harvest. Torian should be refueled soon. Okay. Yeah, we really ought to do that. We'll follow him as he does one more scoop. Then we'll take him, refuel him. It's going to take him ages to do this. 8,000 litres at a time, and there's 230 odd thousand litres in that bunker. He's going to be emptying that for another couple of days, I reckon. I don't think he's going to be very fast at all. But man, this is so, you know, courseplay just absolutely comes into its own here. Being able to do things like this with courseplay is just magic. It really is, you know. It does make life a lot easier in single player. Right, we will go and refuel him. Because he needs the liquid dinosaur bones. He needs a lot of liquid dinosaur bones. He needs a lot of liquid dinosaur bones. Very cheap to refuel, $183. Not bad. Not bad at all. We can take that. We can go on a merry little way. Right. Yeah, drive course, pal. Let's him cruise off again. So how much we got left? 185,000 litres. Yeah, he'll about do that by the end of today. By the end of the day, he'll have done that. Our cedar still going with the sunflowers. I'm going to let him plant the carrots and let the big guy go over to field 9 and do potatoes. We should be all good though. Oh, we got some weeds. Some weeds have appeared. I'm gonna have to do some. Weed spraying. There we go, folks. That's it. That's it for today's episode. We've hit the 30-minute mark, or the 31-minute mark. I'm going to call it there, because obviously I want to test to make sure this video is recorded properly. I don't want to go too crazy and find out that since putting my new graphics card in, I need to make some changes to my settings and everything for it to work properly. So I'm going to see you all in the next video, hopefully. Fingers crossed this one worked okay and I don't have to record it, and hopefully I don't have to make any changes to any settings, which means I'll be able to record the next episode for you all fairly soon as well. So for now, from Pine Cove Farm here in Farming Simulator 19, it's goodbye. Cheerio.